This is my Atari 800 setup, which I bought from eBay a few years ago. I did used to actually own one of these machines back in the day. Back in 1985, early 86, I managed to pick one of these up with a tape drive for just £80 from Dixon's in Birmingham. And then a couple of years later, or a year later actually, I picked up for the same price a 1050 floppy disk drive. And then, of course, I got rid of them after a few years when I bought an Amiga. But I got this again, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, as a nostalgia thing. It came with some discs, which I'm going to try. I have been trying them, and I'm hoping that what I can do is demonstrate the disc working. So if I switch on the disc, that means it's reset the heads. And I've got one disc here which I have been trying, Ball Blazer stroke Fractalus. I've already tried Ball Blazer side and it just doesn't work, so I'm going to try the Fractalus side. So when the disc stops whirring, which I hope it does, good, I'll now point at the TV. Because what I need to do now is switch on the computer with the option key, which then boots from the floppy. Right, there we go. This is the famous Lucasfilm intro. Now the Ball Blazer side manages to get about this far, but it then reports a load error. So I'm not going to try that again, which is a shame because it's a great game. But at least it's got to the second loading screen, which is pretty cool actually, because it's using the Atari's 16 shades of each colour capability. So the 16 shades of grey there, the camera's not really picking it up fantastically well. But what it does give is an idea of the kind of graphics you could do with the Atari, which is actually far better than any 8-bit could do when they were first released. And even the Commodore 64 just doesn't have this kind of colour reproduction. It has other advantages, but this is one area which really no 8-bit could match for a few years. And I would say that it wasn't until the Atari ST and the Commodore Amiga that you could say there was a significant leap forward. It's loaded, which I'm glad, because earlier I tried it, it didn't work. It can be erratic. It's 37-year-old equipment and I haven't really maintained it much, so let's just quickly give it a go. But I won't play too long because it is easy to get absorbed with these things and then it's not necessarily that interesting to watch. But I do want to show a quick preview of Recipe on Fractalus if you haven't seen it. But I guess you might have seen it. If you're watching this video, you're likely to be quite interested in and know about what the Atari can do. But essentially this game generates fractal landscapes to fly through in real time, which is quite extraordinary considering it's an 8-bit computer running at 1.79 megahertz. I'm going to shoot these sentries if they come at me, and also these kamikaze flying saucers. So I can fly about. Oh, need to try not to crash. Fly about, and then the radar will show me where, if I'm in range or getting into range with one of the pilots that I'm trying to rescue. I never really understood exactly how to play this game. I don't read the instructions, which is a fault, I suppose. But you can find pilots, and then you can put them aboard your ship and then take them back to the mothership. But first, I need to find a pilot. Right now, I'm not not doing very well. And yeah, I'm finding the baddies, which are dotted around, trying to shoot me. At some point, I think the landscape wraps round, so I don't know what happened there. I think I hit something. Come on, astronauts, where are you? Maybe if I stay low, the saucers won't come at me. I don't know. Ah, the raw sentries. It's quite generous with the hitbox, I think. Oh, I hit some landscape again. There's a bit of a trying to find a needle in a haystack, this feels like, but I'm on a low level in terms of difficulty, so presumably there aren't too many baddies about and I can fly around for a while whilst I haven't run out of fuel. Oh, I can see there's an astronaut. There's a long-range radar is showing me someone. There he is. There's one. In fact there's another one. So when I approach them, I should be able to. I don't know. Too high. Okay, I need to get a bit lower. Here's one. That's not doing too high. And there's an astronaut. If I have to turn off my systems, otherwise they can't come. Now I have to wait for the astronaut to run up to the spaceship, and then now press open the airlock. And now I've turned the systems back on, and I can take off. And that's it. Well, it's not it. There was another pilot, but I'm trying not to find them yet because I wanted to go back to the mothership. Let's see if I can do that by calling B, no mothership. I don't know how you're supposed to get back. And now I've got. Oh, good. No mothership. I don't know what it means. No mothership. And I don't seem to be going very high either, so I don't know how to find the mothership. Maybe I have to rescue the pilots, all of them, before I can do that. But anyway, that's Rescue on Fractalus. But more than that, all running on my 1984-5 Atari 800. No emulation, the real thing. Thanks for watching.